Hey, my name BK, and today this hair therapy, y'all. I don't know why she's coming to see me, and I thank you. Things are crazy, but we are making them beautiful. I've been working hard on this one, so of course this will have to work now. This little moment. Of course, I just had a feeling something was about to happen. I just came and moved this dog's leash and put it on the door. Just hold on, y'all. I'm not holding this. It's alive. Good afternoon, young sir. How you feeling? Your day going and things. That was my people's. And we have a buddy. Hey, if you're out there in Detroit or in Metro Detroit, listen, it is always a wonderful to be humane and love on the animals. My peoples have adopted a rescue dog to be their loyal companion and probably, what do they call them things? The assistance animals. Yeah, an assistance dog, because they're geriatrics. That means older folks. But yes, it is a wonderful. I like dog lovers. They say you can tell a lot about a person by the type of pets they keep, and one of the things that they say about dog people is they are loving and very loyal on the upside, but on the downside, they can be some dogs. You know, that is what it is. It is what it is sometimes. But yes, I am I am constructing a very nice, expensive, lavish looking. These very, just these bundles is the shit. Pardon my French. These bundles is the shit. The little ringlet curls. Bundles courtesy of High Life, sponsored message. Come and get elevated.
Let me get that leash.
Get that good hair.
Well, you sitting on the dog thing.
No, ma'am, I am not. And I thank you. I was prepared.
Come on, man. Come on.
And so, yes, I am officially a starving artist, y'all. I'm a content creator, I'm a tour guide, I'm a business owner, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a tax consultant, and a resume workshopper. I just do a lot of things, y'all. But this is, just something I was doing.
Come on, buddy.
And,
Buddy. Let's
so
go.
partly, y'all, this is a wonderful.
Get your head out.
If you are looking for installations and things, actually look. I used to tell people, when it comes to hairstyling, I do
Come back
everything
here, buddy.
sew and glue.
Wrong way.
Because those are very damaging on the
Yeah.
hair. Bye, buddy. It was so nice to see you, buddy. Y'all come back now. You hear?
Come on, buddy. You can go outside. Come on.
You are a buddy. Buddha. Delicious. That is delicious. That's her name. Is delicious. But yes, I'm getting a channel reading that was sent to me right now in my ear. But I have a channel reading for you. And it may or may not have anything to do with this. I don't know. I've been picking up on a lot of other psychics lately. And just really just noticing things. That's all to say. But okay, yeah. Just got a 4, and I just seen 444. So crazy. So yes, I guess we are we the people, whichever people you might be. But I'm talking to the special people that we are. All of us people, the different peoples, all the peoples, the different types of people, whatever. We are all supposed to be working together collectively on something. And I guess apparently I'm doing my part. And let's shoot, all right. And yes, I can only just hope that you are in your part of your journey where you understand your mission and doing your part. And I'm listening to a commercial right now, so sponsored message. Oh, and thank you to Tyler's Tarot. I was just told to network and outreach. I am a spiritual liaison. That means middleman. I am a middleman for a lot of things. I can get you from here to there, and for a lot of different types of experiences and necessities or whatever. But okay, so anyway, yeah. So there's a psychic. He's usually based in Nevada, I believe. I don't know, somewhere on the West Coast. But he is now, really getting big and up in things and whatnot and starting to connect with the peoples and is doing a convention this weekend in Dallas, Texas. Now, I would love to go. I really would. But I'm stationed here in Detroit right now, so I mean, there's nothing stopping me from going right now except really just like my financial situation. Which, and I don't get too personal on my channel, but it's been different. It's been I'm told, I'm still eternally grateful and humble in all the things I do, and just appreciative for what I do have. Because I was told, I just heard that song by the Clark sisters that I like living this kind of life. I'm living the best of life. But yeah, so yeah, I'm appreciating and loving so amazingly and in faith and wonder, and the just the awe of a little child, full card energy, and to be blessed to even still be here, living the life that I live and being able to have opportunities that I come across. So and I'm thankful. Just seeing my mother's birthday. And a whole bunch of other people's birthdays. It just takes me to a place. I know a place. Okay, so something about family. Channel message, yes. So, oh wow, okay, so I don't know what happened, y'all. The devil be busy, I rebuke it. But, and I thank you. But, I don't know how, it just cut off for whatever reason. I don't know. And so there's a test of faith coming, right? The end of a situation is upon us, and you are being called to do something. Like, take a leap of faith, follow your intuition, just do something. Just get out and do it, right? And you might not want to, you might not feel like it. You might feel like rolling over and playing possum in a cave, push the rock in front of the cave, let me hibernate for maybe 3 days or something. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what y'all telling me. And now this commercial. I don't know what is going on with YouTube, y'all, where they are putting these hour-long and 3-hour-long ads in these videos. The video I'm listening to is maybe 20 minutes long, maybe. I don't know. And it's so wonderful that the messages that come in through these ads that are targeted just for me. Just for me. Many doors you closed just for me. Sometimes you will say no, so I'll be, hey, tested in your fire to purify my desire. So my blessings will be just for me. Wait, it won't be? So my blessings, okay, won't be just for me. Because as you are so blessed, sometimes your cup runneth over to be able to bless the next person. But it's still very much the plane is going down, put on your mask first so you don't pass out trying to help the next person. Right, but there's a test of faith coming, and if you can pass this test, your whole life will change. Now, if you don't pass the test, you're going to have to start this whole course over. And I think it's so funny that this is the type of channel message coming to me right now, which it's not a coincidence. I'm going through my first Saturn return, y'all. I'm in it. It's like almost like a Age of Aquarius type energy. Like you never know officially actually what moment it really actually started unless you well until you pass that moment and be able to look back on it and also be able to notice some things along the way or whatever, or just notice like a change in your lifetime experiences of things and seeing like exactly where it all went left or some type of shit. I don't know. But going through my first Saturn return, and what a Saturn return is, if you were wondering, is well, I could go into the astrological exactly what it means and all that, but I'll just tell you what it is in real life. So a Saturn return, right, is like your first midterm, right? Like you've been going through this school of life, Earth school, this place, living in your meat pocket, and doing life for the first semester, the first trimester. Let's shoot, all right, and well, somebody pregnant, third trimester. I don't know. They are wow. So this ad just said the Hebrews, the Israelites, were originally the slaves in Egypt. These are two white people talking. They know these things about us. It's a lot of us that don't know these things. But it's this time for us to know these things, learn these things, and things. Cut some cords. But okay, I gotta go. No, I mean this. I gotta. Thank you, Icy. Turtle Icy. Hey. But yeah, so it's like okay, so you've been going through life, right, for a minute, and now God, Source, Lord, Universe, Spirit, whatever you subscribe to, is saying now, okay, now I let you do what you was doing, and now let's see if what you was doing will get you through what I got for you, because I got something for you, but the only way you're gonna get it is by getting to it. So you gotta live through it, go through it, grow through it, and you can make it if you just pray through it. Don't let this be the end for you. And I heard breathe through it too. So get through it. But and so basically everything that you knew, loved, was attached to, or had any type of just like deep connections or feelings about anything that was in your life for a very long time. Like pretty much everything that you just know and everything that you thought you knew, right, or whatever. It just all starts changing. A lot of things, a lot of situations and relationships and jobs and places, things all kind of die away and fall by the wayside. As I said that, my AirPod just died in my ear, and basically it's like in a lot of ways it looks like your entire life is just falling apart and you have no type of control whatsoever. That is that part of it is absolutely 100% true. This is just something that everybody has to go through, and you is not special in that way. To have to not go through it, right? And so, like, as your whole foundation of everything that made you like feel like you had, the root chakra things. That is the whole purpose of a solar return, is to test your root chakra, your survival skills, and your will to live, right? Your instinctual knowledge and of how to get things done, and how to basically adapt and evolve. Damn it. But yeah, and there's just like a lot of things that you have to consciously let go of in this time to be able to like basically create rent space, in your umwelt, in your pocket universe things, and cleaning out some clutters and rectifying some situations, dotting some I's and crossing some T's, so that at the end of this little test, this midterm or final of sorts, is like so you get to see if you are ready for the whole next like type of life, right? And so again, if you are ready, you will do the test, get your scores back and things, and like be able to kind of reevaluate yourself in a like from a more God eye perspective, like bird's eye view of like, okay, so this is how I was, and this is what I was doing, and this is like maybe not good for me, and this, was just crazy, and why did I really even think and do anything like that, or and these are the types of things I should have. You're like you're rediscovering your values and your worth, kind of, and then like based on just like your karma, your wisdom and experience and maturity, like based on the acceptance of the things that are now a part of your life. It's like it's very serenity prayer. Like you learn to change the things you could change, accept the things that you couldn't, and with strength from the God in you, and having the wisdom to know what to not even be bothered by, right? And so as that happens, like you basically this is a very special time in one's life, because this is the prelude to like the 30s stage, where that is a literal physical manifestation of all the things in your life coming together in whatever energy that you've been holding on to at that, for pretty much your whole life before that. So this is a time where like radical shifts start taking place. Like karma is like usually karma's times 10, but then in a time like this, karma is like 10,000. Like energy is on. Like there's so many synchronicities, confirmations, and just like things in your life that you notice that be like, wow, that's interesting. Never noticed that before, or that was right on time, type things, or or right? Because there's always a flip side. That's the good side. It could be like, damn, why is everything not working out? Why am I losing everything? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Like, do I even want to continue to be here? Type things. And just like it can either be like super sweet, serendipitous, which means like lucky and surprising in a good way, or it can be very like sour and like just not nice. It can take you there. But this is also a time where like you start either like like ending relationships with people who are very much not like you, or starting to come across more and more people who are exactly like you, right? And it's just be like, so that was all a channeled message, straight from Saturn, to let you guys know what's going on in the air. So check your natal chart placements. And if you're 28, 29, 30, 37 type things just like me, then this is a special time in your life, right? But all that to say this. In this test, this test of faith, the test is how much of you are you in tune with, and being absolutely yourself, to stand in being who you are through whatever happens at this time in your life, and being able to stay true to oneself, through all the trials, tribulations, tests, and adversity in this time. So like get through it and be the same person, but a better version of that older person, right? As I say that, my other headphone just died. So that is like the end of that channel message. And then here's a little anecdote. That means story. It's a story about these three dudes. Like um, three dudes and drum, three dudes and the drums, right? And they had a lot of brothers because their daddy was a Rolling Stone, right? Planted his seed everywhere. And so these three ones, they had stuck together like the Musketeers. They was always in some shit together. Good, bad, fun, you know, whatever, crazy, toxic, whatever, crazy, sexy, cool, all of that. Um, but they had like came across this dude who was like, it's something about y'all three. Can you sing? You giving me the temptations. And so they had moved into this man's house and was producing records. Right, but then in this side of the music industry, once they had like got in, they started to see like shit did not look here like it looked on TV and in real and what we knew about it. And like it was very much so like the burger looked like this on the commercial, but you gave me a taco. And so they were kind of stuck in this contract, right? But that they had seen that this was not the type of contract that one should get oneself into, and so they was trying to figure out how to get out of this contract, right? So one of them had talked to his big brother who lived upstate, and they took and the big brother said, you know what, just continue to be the types of musicians that you always was before you found this out, but continue moving, step lively, just, with the awareness of, actually what's really going on. Even if you gotta just like play it off like you don't, and just like it's like a very odd shit. We done seen this in the secret files, but we can't say nothing to nobody. Um, Act natural. And so they was doing that, and right, and the people that they was working with was trying to have them doing all types of rituals and sacrificing and things and all of the dark stuff, right? And they wasn't having it. So they started getting beat up. They started getting jumped by all the other musicians that lived in the house at the same time, right? And even though they knew they were physically stronger, with better reflexes and a little more agile and flexible and a little bit quicker with their wits and things, they had to play it off and take these assaults and just continue moving forward with the knowledge that, you know what, we are going to get off this contract, but right now we got to abide by the rules as stated in the contract that we did sign, right? And so eventually we'll get out, but until then, just play cool, right? And so they basically, you know, had to sacrifice their physical selves and livelihood and the people that they truly were in order to be what they had to be for the sake of the contract. And eventually, everybody that was in this mansion of these music industry peoples, right? Because of all the dark things that they were doing, a lot of them started dying off. Eventually, the one that had written up this botched contract that was real sneaky devious with a lot of fine print on it, that person had perished too. Like vampires, when the oldest, when the elder of the bloodline dies, so does the dark things that was attached to that person in that bloodline and things. And so once that person, it seemed like they passed so peacefully in their sleep, but what really happened was some of the worst tumultuous, like torturous, like hard hitting, action packed, like invisible astral spiritual warfare is going on in their bedroom that night. They lost that battle. And so the next day somebody had came, running through the mansion like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And this and that, blah blah blah. And they had picked up on, oh shoot, the emperor is dead, the wicked witch is dead, the wicked witch, and like they said, now we can maybe finally get back on that yellow brick and ease on down like it ain't nothing, right? And that's what they did. It took them a while. They had to go through a lot, and they endured, and did that and things and made it through. And they saw that they were able to reap the rewards of their blessing of freedom and sovereignty within oneself, and the agency over one's own life, to be able to make choices on one's own, right? And just like live the life that they always wanted to live, do the things that they always wanted to do. They finally got there, but it took a minute. And everything is in divine timing, but it happened the way it was supposed to happen, and when it happened, and who it was supposed to happen to. And I feel like that's what's going on right now, kind of, sort of. Long story short, that was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yes, they were all prophets. They were singing the Lord's praises. And Lucius, and Lucius, had tried to induct them into the empire and corrupt their souls, but it did not work, because they did not sip the Kool-Aid. Don't sip the Kool-Aid, y'all. It's going to be a lot of Kool-Aid in this mix. It is so nice how well these bundles is blending. Shout out to High Life. I'm seeing great business things for the future. We're at the time right now. We are in the present, doing what we gotta do. And a thank you. I just seen 2727, and that is my time. And I love you. That was all in all. A long story short, just do what you got to do when you got to do it. There's a lot of things that we end up having to do that we may not like to do at the moment. We get to do it, but looking back on it, it was probably really good for us at that time. And so, and that's what I have. And like I say in almost all of my videos, just be you. That would be the one thing that you are doing the best at all times, is just being you. Because who could do you like you could do you? Like, nobody. And I love you. Subscribe if you have not already. And I'll say Namaste, family. Have a great whatever and wherever. Whatever, wherever, whenever. Have all of that. And I'll marry all of them. Good times. And yes. Not getting hustle, not getting something. Keeping your head above water, making the wave if you can. Temporary layoff, good time. Easy credit rip off, good time. Snatching and surviving, good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Hey, my name BK. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, woo! Ooh, I need some more coffee, y'all. And I'm still taking my time with this wig because I'm feeling like I'm enjoying the process. But also, it is going to be smashed. You just wait, I will show y'all. But in the meantime, in between times, subscribe. Look out for more content. We, as always, creating and be conscious with our collaborations with the creator. And I love you, and I'll see you in the minute. Yes, and I love you.